Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Today, I invite you into a revelation that may forever change the way you perceive your life and the world around you. In this very moment, recognize that you are the creator of your destiny, the author of your own story, and nothing can be more liberating than that truth. God, in His infinite creativity, has endowed you with the power to shape your existence. Look around you. The grandeur of a starlit sky, the gentle unfolding of a new day, the whispers of nature that echo divine intent. Every element of this wondrous world testifies to a force that can manifest everything as it wishes, and that same force lives within you. You are the creator now, and your life is a masterpiece continuously emerging through the choices you make. Please follow along. It's going to make sense shortly. Perhaps you find yourself content with the way your life is unfolding, yet a whisper of doubt lingers, wondering if your path is truly fulfilling. I want to assure you that the way you experience joy is your right way of living. God has blessed each of us with the power to choose how we spend our days, as long as our choices honor and do not harm other creations. There are no rigid rules imposed on us beyond this simple truth. Embrace your freedom. Your unique narrative is yours to write, unencumbered by external expectations. There is a profound fact I once heard that resonated deeply with me. Life is perfect as it is, but it can be better. Initially, this concept might seem contradictory. If life is already perfect, why would it need improvement? It took me some time to understand, but once I did, everything transformed. When you let go of the pressure to conform to vague lines of what is right or wrong, you begin to see that your only true guide is to live in a manner that does not harm other creations. If you can do good, do it, without pressure, without judgment or expectation. And if you find it challenging right now, that's perfectly all right too. Existing itself is enough. This is the liberating essence of choosing your own path. As you continue to craft your story, consider the simple truth that belief does not have to precede decision. It follows naturally. Deciding to live by your truth is the first step, and belief will blossom from that decision as you see your actions aligning with your inner voice. It might seem hard to grasp at first, like a subtle murmur hidden beneath louder doubts. Yet once you allow that decision to take root, the transformation is profound. With every choice made authentically, you lift not only your own spirit, but also send ripples of inspiration outward. Have you ever wondered how your unique way of being might spark a light in someone else's life? If you are happy with how your life is unfolding, even if you sometimes question whether it's truly fulfilling, remember that your joy is a beacon. It shows that you are living in alignment with your deepest truths. This means that whether your achievements are grand or small, whether it's a refined art of communicating with those around you, or the quiet mastery of a passion you hold dear, whatever your way of being is, every genuine expression of who you are contributes to a vibrant tapestry that inspires others. Picture your daily life as a series of moments where your inherent frequency is so high that the very act of being yourself becomes a guiding light for those around you. When the pressure to conform or to be perfect fades away, you naturally step into the best version of yourself, a state where living fully means not only thriving, but also illuminating the way for others. Sometimes it's just one tiny change, a long-desired dream realized, or simply inhabiting a small part of the life you've always imagined, that begins this magnificent cascade of transformation. As you absorb these thoughts, ask yourself quietly, what is that one small, authentic change you could embrace today? Your decision to live as you truly are is a bold act of creation, one that may very well inspire a chain reaction of positive change in the world. And if this message resonates with you, perhaps share a short phrase you're feeling in your heart right now, and want to tell others in the comments below. A small gesture that celebrates your unique light and encourages others to do the same. Now, take a deep breath and let these ideas settle in your heart. Remember, your way of living, filled with genuine moments and personal truths, is not only right, it is the spark that ignites greater wonders in the world. You know, it's so much easier to fall into the trap of being a victim of life rather than stepping up as the creator of your own destiny. So many times, people let life happen to them, silently accepting circumstances rather than boldly reshaping them. But here's the intriguing paradox. Embracing the truth that you are the creator of your life might seem daunting at first, yet once you take that first courageous step, it becomes far more liberating and natural than remaining a passive observer. Imagine for a moment that every event around you, every chance encounter, every unexpected challenge is a mirror reflecting your inner state. When you continue to tell your story from a perspective of fear, scarcity, or insecurity, the universe responds in kind, mirroring those beliefs back into your reality. But when you rewrite your narrative from a place of power, when you speak of yourself as the one who owns their choices, who confidently accepts responsibility for every twist and turn, something extraordinary happens. Your reality begins to shift in ways that might even seem miraculous. In fact, this isn't mere wishful thinking, it's a tangible truth. Yet because so many remain tethered to victimhood, these transformations can feel almost otherworldly. The important thing is, this isn't about trying to control every element of your life. That's an impossible task. Instead, it's about doing your part and then setting it free into the universe. When you make conscious choices and align them with your deepest values, you significantly increase the possibility of manifesting your dreams, even if your only task is changing the way you see yourself differently. Think about it. When you ask clearly, when you exist gratefully, when you live trustfully, isn't it natural to wonder if God might, in turn, trust you with even more gifts? There's a profound reciprocity at play here. When you honor your own worth and the majestic force within you, the universe can't help but respond by reflecting that same majesty back into your life, often in ways more grand and unexpected than you could have ever imagined. Consider the power in shifting your perspective from that of a victim to that of a creator. The choice might seem small, a decision to perceive life's challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. But its ripple effects are immense. Each time you reclaim a moment and assert, "I am responsible for my life," you chip away at the walls that once confined you. This subtle yet powerful transformation creates an environment where miracles can flourish. The very act of choosing to live from a place of strength sends a clear signal to the universe. You are ready for a higher level of abundance and possibility. This is not about being perfect or having every answer. It's about embracing the journey with all its imperfections. When you take ownership of your narrative, you invite a kind of freedom that no external circumstance can take away. And here's something truly remarkable. As you truly nurture this mindset, you start noticing that even the external world begins to shift. Opportunities that once seemed hidden reveal themselves, and setbacks transform into stepping stones toward a more fulfilling life. It's as if the very fabric of reality rearranges itself to support your emerging truth. Think back on the times when you felt overwhelmed by life, when it seemed easier to let circumstances dictate your mood, your actions, your very being. Now, reimagine those moments as chances to assert your creative power. Instead of being the one who suffers through life's unpredictability, picture yourself as the author, rewriting each chapter with deliberate intent. The transformation isn't instantaneous, it's a gradual awakening, But with each step you take, the weight of old limitations begins to lift, replaced by the exhilarating freedom of knowing that you have the capacity to change every single detail of your life. In embracing this reality, remember that your choices matter immensely. They are the brushstrokes that paint your unique masterpiece. And when you choose to live from a place of gratitude, clarity, and unwavering trust, the universe stands ready to reward your authenticity. The universe is yours. When you align with its rhythm, you unlock a cascade of blessings that enrich your life in ways that defy conventional logic. So, I invite you to reflect. When you consciously choose to express your true self, when you decide that your life is a canvas of endless possibility, do you feel the stirring of something magnificent within you? Let that question linger, for within it lies the secret to your personal revolution. By stepping into your power, you are not only transforming your own existence, but also lighting the way for others to find their path. Embrace the magic of being the creator rather than the victim. Own your story, trust in your innate strength, and let every decision be a testament to your capacity to shape a reality that resonates with joy, purpose, and boundless possibility. As you journey onward, may you always remember that the majesty of your creation is reflected back to you in every miraculous moment life has to offer. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Today I want you to pause, just for a moment, and think about something you might have overlooked. It's not something hidden in the vastness of the world or tucked away in some distant place. No, it's much closer than that. It's within you. We live in a world that often rushes us past the simple yet profound truths. We get so entangled in the endless cycle of doing, achieving, and moving forward that we forget to see what's already here. And more importantly, we forget to see who we already are. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked at yourself, really looked, and recognized the miracle that you are? Not in a fleeting, surface-level way, but deeply, honestly, seeing the layers that make you, you. Because here's the truth. You are a walking, breathing miracle. Your very existence defies odds. Every beat of your heart, every breath you take, is a testament to something extraordinary. Life itself exists within you, without you even trying. Yet, how often do we take that for granted? How often do we forget the magic that's constantly unfolding within us? Think about it. Your body holds an intelligence so profound it can heal wounds, fight off illnesses, and adapt in ways you can't even comprehend. Your mind can create worlds out of nothing, dream of futures that haven't yet happened, and solve problems in the blink of an eye. And your soul, it carries a depth that touches the infinite. But here's the most fascinating part. Beyond the biological, beyond the mental, and even the spiritual mechanics, you are a beacon of potential. You hold within you the capacity to love so deeply it can transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. You have the ability to bring joy, to spread kindness, to create beauty out of the mundane. And sometimes, it's in the smallest actions that the greatest miracles unfold. A simple smile at a stranger, a kind word to someone who's struggling, a moment of stillness where you connect to your deepest self. These moments ripple outward in ways you may never fully understand. But I know what you might be thinking. Sure, that sounds nice. But what about all the times I fall short? What about the days when I feel anything but magical? And that's where the real beauty lies. because even in your imperfections, even in your moments of doubt and fear, you are still the miracle. The fact that you can feel, that you can question, that you can grow, that in itself is magical. Have you ever wondered why we're so captivated by stories of transformation? It's because deep down, we know that the power to change, to evolve, to become more, is woven into the very fabric of who we are. And you, my dear friend, carry that power right now, in this moment. You are not broken, you are not lacking. You are a masterpiece in motion, constantly unfolding, revealing new depths, new possibilities. And here's something I want you to remember. Your presence matters. The world is richer, fuller, more vibrant because you are in it. Your thoughts, your feelings, your unique way of seeing the world, they all add to the grand tapestry of existence. So, why not open your eyes to that magic? Why not take a moment right now to feel the miracle that is you? Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and feel it beating, that steady, unwavering rhythm. That's life itself flowing through you, reminding you that you're here for a reason. And while you're at it, why not leave a little mark here? Maybe comment a phrase like, "I am the miracle." It seems like a small gesture, but sometimes the smallest things hold the most power. You see, acknowledging your own magic isn't about ego or self-importance. It's about recognizing that you are part of something far greater, something vast and interconnected. It's about understanding that your existence carries weight, purpose, and meaning, whether you see it every day or not. Isn't it fascinating how we can look at the stars, feel a sense of awe, and yet forget that the same elements that make up those distant galaxies are within us? You are stardust, literally. The universe isn't out there, it's in you, and maybe that's the most beautiful miracle of all. You are both the observer and the observed, the dreamer and the dream. You are a spark of the infinite, wrapped in the fragile, powerful form of a human being. So today, let this be your gentle reminder. You are worthy because you exist. Take a breath. Let that sink in. You are the miracle you've been waiting for. And here's where the shift happens. When you stop waiting for the world to give you permission to feel whole. When you stop measuring your worth by what you've accumulated or achieved, you step into something truly powerful. Because the external world is just a reflection of the internal one. And if you've spent your life thinking you need to achieve first in order to feel fulfilled, then you've been playing by the wrong rules. It was never about getting the thing first. It was always about becoming the person who already embodies that energy. Think about it. How many people chase wealth endlessly, thinking it will bring them security, but end up living in fear of losing it? How many search for love desperately, but never feel truly loved even when they find someone? How many of us seek success, only to feel a deeper sense of emptiness once we get there? Because what we've been seeking isn't actually the thing itself. It's the feeling we believe it will give us. But what if you could access that feeling right now? What if you didn't have to wait? This is the secret that changes everything. When you choose to embody the energy of what you desire before it arrives, life rearranges itself to match that frequency. When you believe you are already abundant, abundance comes. When you believe you are already loved, love finds you effortlessly. When you believe you are already whole, nothing outside of you can take that away. But this is where most people struggle. They say, "How can I believe something I don't see yet? How can I feel abundant when my bank account says otherwise? How can I feel loved when I've been alone for so long?" And here's the answer. You don't wait for the proof. You become the proof. This is where faith meets reality. This is where the inside-out principle becomes real. You stop reacting to the world, and instead, you create it. You've seen it before. People who radiate confidence, and suddenly, opportunities seem to follow them. People who live with gratitude, and somehow their lives seem filled with things to be grateful for. People who believe in themselves so deeply that their very presence shifts the energy of a room. That's not coincidence. That's alignment. So, let me ask you, what if you lived as if everything you desired was already unfolding for you? What if you walked through life not from a place of lack, but from a place of knowing? What if you saw every moment, even the ones that seem imperfect, as part of a greater perfection? You don't have to wait for life to change in order to start living. You just have to change the way you see it. And when you do that, the world responds. The way will reveal itself. The opportunities will appear. The abundance will flow. Not because you forced it, not because you struggled for it, but because you finally understood. You were never meant to chase, you were meant to align. This is the difference between those who remain trapped in the cycle of striving and those who break free. Most people live their whole lives waiting for the right job, the right moment, the right partner, the right sign. But waiting is just another form of resistance. The moment you stop waiting and start believing, life begins to move. So let's come back to you right now, in this moment. Who do you choose to be? What do you choose to believe? Because everything begins with a decision. A choice to see yourself not as someone who is trying to get somewhere, but as someone who is already there. Someone who is already whole. Someone who is already worthy of all the love, success, and abundance that life has to offer. Take a deep breath. Let that truth settle in. And if you feel it, if you truly grasp these words, then let this be your sign. You don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to chase. You just have to be. You are the miracle. And the moment you believe that, everything changes. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If you found value in this message, please like the video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your amazing journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. There's a shift happening, one that is undeniable, unstoppable, and deeply intertwined with you. You might not see it just yet, but the world around you is already starting to notice. The silent whispers of fate have turned into echoes, and soon those echoes will become thunder. People who once doubted you, dismissed you, or overlooked your presence will find themselves staring in disbelief, their jaws hanging open at the sheer brilliance of who you have become. And the most incredible part? This isn't some distant future, it's unfolding now. You are not merely hoping for change, you are the change. The quiet transformation that began in the depths of your mind, the subtle yet powerful shifts in your energy, your thoughts, and your decisions. They have been rewriting the script of your life, while no one was paying attention. But soon, the results will be too big, too radiant, and too undeniable to be ignored. Do you feel it? The old version of you, the one that played small, second-guessed every move and waited for validation, has already started to dissolve. What remains is something astonishing, a presence so unshakable that even the people who once overlooked you will be forced to see. Picture it. The same individuals who once dismissed your ambitions, who smirked when you spoke of your dreams, who assumed you would never break free from the patterns of your past. Suddenly, their expressions shift. Confusion, curiosity, and then undeniable awe. How did you do it? When did this transformation happen? The version of you standing before them is no longer bound by limitations, and the realization hits them like lightning. It's not about proving them wrong, it never was. It's about becoming so deeply aligned with your truest self that others can't help but notice. The glow in your eyes, the certainty in your voice, the way your energy commands attention without even trying. This is the power of your new life, and it is arriving faster than you ever imagined. Perhaps you felt a strange sense of detachment lately, as if the things that once held you back no longer carry the same weight. The opinions of others, the expectations that used to chain you down, they're dissolving. This isn't you losing interest. This is you outgrowing the spaces that no longer fit. It's a natural phenomenon. A star does not apologize for outshining the darkness, and you have no reason to hesitate in embracing the magnitude of who you are becoming. But here's something no one talks about. When this transformation happens, not everyone will know how to react. Some will be inspired, some will be supportive, but others will be unsettled. It's not because you've done anything wrong. It's because your growth is a mirror, reflecting back to them the places they have remained stagnant. And while some will celebrate your evolution, others will struggle to understand how you broke free while they remained the same. And that's okay. This is not about them. It's about you standing tall in your truth, unshaken by the shifting responses around you. Because in the end, those who are meant to walk beside you in this new chapter will recognize your light, not as a threat, but as an invitation. They will rise with you rather than resist you. So, I want you to take a moment and acknowledge this. Your transformation is already in motion. The universe has seen your effort, your resilience, your silent battles that no one else knew you were fighting, and now it is responding. The breakthroughs forming, the unexpected moments of confirmation appearing at just the right time. And this is no coincidence. Have you been noticing little signs that seem too precise to ignore? Maybe you've caught 111 or 777 appearing more often. If so, take it as proof. Your energy is shifting into a higher frequency. And those numbers? They are winks from the universe, subtle affirmations that you are on the right path. Your new life is not something you need to chase. It is something you are stepping into effortlessly because you have already become the person who is meant to live it. And when that realization fully settles in, when the weight of past limitations finally falls away, you will notice something incredible: the reactions of others. The sudden silence when you enter a room, the way people pause, as if sensing something different about you before they even fully understand it. The stunned expressions, the whispered questions, the undeniable recognition in their eyes. This is what happens when you embody your transformation so fully that the world has no choice but to acknowledge it. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. The more you settle into your new self, the more the world reshapes itself around you. You're no longer reacting to life, you are directing it. The energy you carry dictates the doors that open, the people who enter, the opportunities that find you. And the more you trust this shift, the more effortless it becomes. Think about it. Haven't you already noticed it happening? The moments where things seem to align too perfectly to be random. The times when something you once struggled with now feels strangely easy. That is the power of stepping into alignment. It is no longer about forcing, chasing, or proving. It's about being. And when you truly embody this, the world takes notice. Now here's the part that will leave others speechless. You are no longer waiting. You are no longer hesitating, over-explaining, or seeking permission. The version of you that once sought validation has been replaced by someone who simply knows their worth, knows their path, knows that their future is no longer a distant dream, but a present reality unfolding before them. And when people see this, they won't know what to say. The same ones who overlooked you will find themselves scrambling to understand. When did this happen? How did you change so much? They won't realize that this transformation wasn't sudden. It was in the making all along. The quiet work you did behind the scenes, the small yet powerful shifts in your mindset, the silent moments of realization that shaped the person you are today, it was all leading to this. There will be those who try to downplay it, those who act like nothing has changed, and those who suddenly appear, pretending they were always supportive. But here's the truth. It doesn't matter, because this was never about proving yourself to them. Your growth is for you. The only thing that matters now is how you feel in this new version of yourself. And let me tell you, there is no greater feeling than walking into a room and knowing, without a shred of doubt, that you belong. Not because anyone said so, not because you had to prove anything, but because you can feel it in every cell of your being. This is the energy of someone who has arrived, someone who no longer tiptoes around their power, who no longer shrinks themselves to fit into places they've outgrown. And when you move like this, life responds in kind. The right people take notice. The right opportunities flow effortlessly. The right doors swing open, as if they were waiting for you all along. And what about the ones who still don't get it? The ones who stare, dumbfounded, wondering how you became this version of yourself? Let them wonder. Let them sit with their disbelief. Because while they're busy trying to figure it out, you'll be too busy living it. And let me tell you something powerful. You have only just begun. What you're stepping into now. It's just the opening scene of an extraordinary new chapter. The things you once dreamed of are now within reach. The life that once felt distant is now forming around you, piece by piece, moment by moment. You were never meant to stay unnoticed. You were never meant to remain in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to arrive. This is your moment. Right now, as you listen to these words, something inside you is shifting. A deep knowing, a quiet certainty, a realization that you are no longer waiting for your new life to begin. You are living it. So, embrace it fully. Let the world react however it may. Whether they are in awe, in disbelief, or in quiet admiration, it makes no difference. Because at the end of the day, the only reaction that truly matters is your own. And when you look in the mirror and see yourself as you truly are, powerful, radiant, unstoppable, there will be no greater confirmation than that. Now, take a deep breath and let this truth settle in. Because ready or not, your new life has arrived. And those who doubted it, their jaws will drop, their words will fail, and their only option will be to watch in awe as you step fully into the destiny that was always yours. You, my dear friend, are unstoppable. And this is just the beginning. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If you found value in this message, please like the video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your amazing journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. You may have noticed something peculiar about your life. While the world hums with small talk and fleeting distractions, you often find yourself in a different space, quieter, deeper, more aware. Loneliness isn't just an occasional visitor. It's something you feel more than most. But not because you're missing something, because you're gaining something. And there are ways to solve it without returning to your old self, which we're going to explore together. Growth does something strange to people. It doesn't just change what you do, it changes what you see. At one point, you may have enjoyed the same conversations as everyone else, laughed at the same jokes, and moved with the same rhythm. But then, something shifted. You started noticing what others ignored. You stopped participating in meaningless gossip, not because you decided to be better, but because it simply felt uninteresting. You began seeing the weight of your words, the power of your choices, and the depth of life itself. And with that awareness came distance. It's not that you don't want connection. It's that surface-level connections no longer feed you. While others skate on the thin ice of casual chatter, you crave the deep waters below. But here's the tricky part. Most people are terrified of depth. They cling to the surface because it's safe, predictable, and easy. You, on the other hand, you're not afraid to dive. Have you ever been in a conversation and suddenly realized you're the only one truly present? While others repeat headlines, you analyze meaning. While they brush past emotions, you sit with them. While they seek entertainment, you seek understanding. And that right there is why loneliness creeps in. Not because you are alone, but because the space you occupy is rare. Growth also changes responsibility. At one point, you might have blamed circumstances, people, or fate for your struggles. But as you evolved, you started seeing a deeper truth. Your life is in your hands, for the most part, of course. The moment that realization took hold, something happened. Complaining became empty. Excuses lost their grip. And suddenly, you couldn't relate to those who still lived in blame. Think about this. How often do you hear people talk about everything that's wrong in their lives but never take action? How often do they wait for someone else to change their situation? And then there's you. The moment you saw through that illusion, you couldn't unsee it. While others repeat patterns, you break them. While they wait, you move. And while they look outside for answers, you look within. But here's the cost. When you stop blaming, you stop belonging to certain circles. You don't fit into complaint-filled conversations anymore. You don't bond over shared misery. You don't pretend not to see. And when you step out of that collective mindset, you feel it, distance. And let's talk about something even deeper. Growth isn't just about shifting perspectives. It's about shifting energy. Have you ever noticed how certain people drain you? How some conversations leave you feeling empty rather than full? It's because energy carries weight. When you start vibrating at a different level, more aware, more intentional, more awake, you naturally separate from those who remain in old patterns. This is why your presence feels different to people. They sense something in you, even if they can't explain it. Some admire it, some are drawn to it, but others, they feel uneasy. Your presence reflects what they have not yet faced within themselves. It's not something you do, it's something you are. And that, my friend, is both a gift and a challenge. But let's be honest, this path isn't always easy. It can feel isolating when you realize how few people truly see the world the way you do. But here's the thing, you are not alone. You are part of a rare group, one that seeks truth over comfort, depth over distraction, and meaning over mindlessness. And if you've stayed this far, it's because something in you knows this to be true. In fact, let's do something small but powerful. Comment 111 below, symbol of alignment, if this resonates with you. Not just as a comment, but as a quiet acknowledgement that you are exactly where you need to be. But let's take this even further. Have you ever wondered why, despite this loneliness, you wouldn't trade your awareness for anything? Why, even on the days when the solitude feels heavy, you still wouldn't go back to who you used to be? Because once you see, you cannot unsee. Once you grow, you cannot shrink. And once you taste the depth of life, the surface will never satisfy you again. This is the paradox of transformation. While others may fear losing people, you have learned to fear losing yourself. And so you make the quiet, difficult choice to keep growing, even if it means outgrowing, to keep evolving, even if it means leaving certain spaces behind. But here's where most people misunderstand loneliness. It is not a punishment. It is a passage. It is a sign that you are transitioning from one version of yourself to another. And those transitions, they are never crowded. Think about the most defining moments of your life, the moments of deep reflection, breakthrough, or personal revelation. Were they surrounded by noise, or did they happen in the silence, in the stillness, in the spaces where the world couldn't reach you? You see, the loneliness you feel is not a void, it is a clearing, a space being made for what truly belongs to you. But here's the mistake many make. They try to fill that space too quickly. They reach back toward old friendships, old patterns, old ways of being, just to avoid the discomfort of solitude. But in doing so, they slow their own evolution. You, on the other hand, have learned something rare: to sit with the emptiness and let it transform you. To trust that the space you feel now is not absence, but preparation. That the silence is not punishment, but protection. Because here's the truth: growth does not isolate you forever. It refines who surrounds you. It filters out those who cannot walk the path with you. And yes, for a while, that leaves an in-between space. A space where the old no longer fits, but the new has not yet arrived. But if you can hold steady in that space, something incredible happens. New connections begin to form. People who meet you where you are, not where you used to be. Conversations that don't drain you, but energize you. Relationships where you don't have to shrink, soften, or simplify yourself just to be understood. And most importantly, you start to recognize something profound. The most important connection you will ever have is with yourself. Because let's be honest, how many times have you felt lonely even in a room full of people? How many times have you laughed at things that weren't funny, nodded at things you didn't believe, and engaged in conversations that left you empty? That is not connection, that is avoidance. And yet, how many times have you sat alone, maybe with a book, a thought, or just the stillness of your own presence, and felt a deep, unshakable peace? That, my friend, is connection. Not with others, but with yourself. And the more you nurture that connection, the less loneliness controls you. Because the truth is, you are never truly alone. Every time you choose depth over distraction, every time you hold on to your truth instead of bending for acceptance, you align with something far greater than temporary company. So let's shift the perspective. What if, instead of resisting loneliness, you embraced it? What if you saw it not as something missing, but as something sacred? A sign that you are evolving beyond the ordinary. A sign that you are becoming someone who cannot just fit in anywhere, because you are meant for something greater. And I promise you, as sure as the seasons change, this space you feel now will not last forever. One day you will look around and realize that the loneliness you once feared has been replaced by something far more valuable. Authentic connections, true alignment, and a life that feels deeply, undeniably yours. You, my friend, are not lost. You are just further along than most. Keep going. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. It's a joy to have you here today. and I truly appreciate the sparkle of wonder in your eyes. Faith, especially in these uncertain times, can feel like a vast ocean that stretches beyond the horizon. Beautiful to behold, but intimidating to cross. Many of us stand on the shoreline, gazing out, asking ourselves, is it safe to dive in? Will I find what I'm searching for once I'm out there? If that's you, please know there's nothing wrong with feeling a little hesitant. It's simply a sign that you long for authenticity. Sometimes people say they're praying but feel as if their words drift aimlessly in the wind. They read holy texts but find themselves wrestling with every passage. They look around and see more doubt than clarity. Yet, consider this. If you were told right now that your Creator stood beside you, like a compassionate friend who sees you at your best and your worst, would you rest your concerns in those hands without a second thought? Most hearts, when they hear that question, whisper a quiet yes. Faith in its simplest form is a choice, an unwavering, I trust you. It is not passive acceptance of every argument, nor a leap into total blindness. Rather, it's the willingness to believe that there is someone worthy of your confidence, someone who understands you more deeply than anyone else could. But this step isn't about passing a test or discovering magical proof. It involves receiving something intangible yet transformative, often called grace, a gift that's perpetually offered, though not always received. Imagine a wide open door, and just beyond that threshold stands an incredible mentor who wants to share timeless wisdom. You want to step inside, but maybe you're wearing shoes crusted with the mud of past hurts, doubts, and uncertainties. Grace is the hand that gently steadies you so you don't slip as you cross the doorway. Without grace, many of us remain on the edge, straining to glimpse the wonders, but never quite entering. With grace, the scenery changes. Every glance, every motion, every breath takes on a fresh dimension, almost like seeing color for the first time. Yet it's important to remember that we don't produce this grace ourselves, nor do we earn it through impressive achievements. Think of an apprentice working under a master craftsman. The master readily shares expertise, passion, and intricate secrets of the trade. If the apprentice shows up daily with humility and an open mind, the transformation happens slowly but surely. On the other hand, if the apprentice believes they already know everything and never listens, the teaching stalls. The master's knowledge hasn't vanished, but it can't be absorbed by a closed heart. Your faith has room to grow every single day if you're willing to participate with this guiding power. Now, what about the times when everything feels blocked? There can be obstructions, actions or habits that wall off our hearts, moments when we cling to bitterness or refuse to forgive ourselves or others. These obstructions are more than just mistakes. They can solidify into barriers that stop the flow of grace. But the instant we turn around with sincerity and lay these burdens down, something liberating happens. Have you ever seen someone reunite with a long-lost loved one? Tears flowing, all regrets melting in an embrace. That's a small reflection of the powerful reunion that awaits anyone who surrenders their pride, acknowledges their missteps, and accepts the endless mercy waiting for them. Still, there's no denying that doubt can pester us, especially when we seek deeper faith. Some doubts originate from honest questions we're encouraged to explore. There's a wealth of wisdom spanning centuries, ready to be discovered. Other doubts, however, come like whispers aiming to undermine our confidence. These might show up at your most vulnerable moment, suggesting your prayers are futile. Recognizing those darker whispers for what they are, attempts to derail you, can help you dismiss them before they grow roots. Yet, we mustn't assume that feelings alone determine the authenticity of our faith. Emotions can be powerful and uplifting, but they can also fade quickly or trick us when we least expect it. If we chase feelings, we might end up disappointed and uncertain. Faith is planted much deeper than fleeting emotional waves. When you take that deep breath and say, "Even if I don't feel it, I know you're here," you are standing in a place of true strength. At this point, you may wonder, if faith isn't reliant on fleeting emotions, how do I nurture something that feels so intangible? The answer lies in small, consistent acts of dedication. Imagine faith like a delicate lantern you carry on a winding path. It won't shine brightly just by wishing it were so. You must tend it, adding just enough fuel and adjusting its wick so it doesn't flicker out. In a similar way, faith grows when you consciously invite a greater presence into your life, not just during extraordinary moments, but in your ordinary routines too. Consider the humble rhythm of your day. You might wake up and feel the urge to scroll through social media or rush out the door with thoughts tangled in errands, responsibilities, and all the noise of modern life. Here's an alternative. Pause, just for a heartbeat, and whisper in your mind, "Today, I'm open to discovering something new about you and about myself." That gentle invocation alone can refine your perspective, reminding you that you're not wandering aimlessly, but walking alongside a powerful ally who sees genuine value in who you are. Sometimes you may notice yourself drifting. Perhaps, in a moment of heated frustration or disappointment, you lose sight of the trust you've been cultivating. Don't let that derail you. Each slip is a chance to reaffirm your faith by acknowledging that you aren't perfect and that someone, somewhere, still believes in your capacity to learn from mistakes. Think of it like a child taking shaky first steps. People cheer not because the child has mastered walking, but because they see promise in every attempt, no matter how wobbly. As you move forward, remember that questioning doesn't make you faithless. It often means you're yearning for genuine growth. If you stumble upon a question that rattles you, instead of pushing it aside, take a moment to explore it in a calm, reflective state. There's a wealth of insight across centuries, writings, discussions, testimonies, brimming with the thoughts of those who asked similar questions. It's an endless tapestry, and you can glean strands of wisdom that resonate with you. When the question is rooted in a sincere search for truth, it can lead you to an even greater depth of certainty. There will also be times when you'll sense an invisible pushback, an unfriendly murmur that casts doubt on every tender step of progress you make. This isn't just mental static. It may well be a force that thrives on discouragement. The moment you realize this negativity is external, not generated by your deepest self, you can stand firm. Laugh it off if you must. Imagine brushing away a nagging mosquito. You have every right to be confident in the nurturing power that surrounds you. Now, let's talk about the simple but powerful practice of connecting with others who share your longing for deeper faith. These can be friends, family, or online communities where you exchange experiences, stories, and insights. Sometimes, hearing someone else articulate what you've been grappling with silently can be an eye-opener. It forms a bridge of empathy, letting you know you're not traveling this road unaccompanied. You might decide, right this very moment, to embrace a renewed perspective. I believe, even when I can't see or feel. Such a statement might seem bold, but it's often in boldness that we uncover hidden capacities for hope. If you'd like to let others know you're committing to a path of steadfast trust, consider leaving a brief comment, something like 444 or any angelic sign that resonates with you. Because sometimes small gestures have big meaning, and it might even brighten someone else's day to see that little symbol of faith pop up. When you start living from this sense of inner confidence, you'll notice shifts in your outlook. Challenges don't vanish, but they feel more approachable because you see them as opportunities to put your faith into practice. You realize that even if you stumble, you've got an anchor, a divine presence that doesn't judge you for slipping, but smiles when you stand up again. One of the most empowering realizations you can have is that faith is more than a mental exercise. It's a lived reality. You begin spotting hidden wonders in the mundane. Whether you're dealing with a setback in your career, finding solace in a quiet evening walk, or sharing small acts of kindness with strangers, faith remains the unifying thread. You are stronger than you realize. Whenever weariness makes you question your progress, remind yourself that it's precisely in the calm after the struggle that you often discover new facets of spiritual fortitude. Finally, let this message echo in your heart. You're cared for beyond your wildest imagination. There's a steady, abiding love that calls you by name. Let that call lift your spirit, encourage you to stand a little taller, and kindle a spark that warms not just you, but those around you who may be seeking hope. May you wake up each day with renewed enthusiasm for all that life can hold, and may you rest each night knowing you are never truly alone. Stay inspired, stay open, and keep shining. Your story is far from over. And if you ever find yourself in doubt, simply listen to the quiet voice inside, reminding you that you belong, you matter, and you are loved, always. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If you found value in this message, please like the video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your amazing journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Take a deep breath and let the weight of the world settle for just a moment. You are here now, and that means something. This moment is no accident. You may think you simply clicked on a video, but what if you were guided here? What if this is exactly what you needed to hear today? You see, life isn't about what happens to us. It's about what we do with it. I've spoken before about taking responsibility for our lives, and I want to remind you again. That does not mean difficulties are our fault. In fact, they are not faults at all. Life's challenges are not punishments, not signs that you've done something wrong, and certainly not proof that you're not good enough. They are simply part of the path. But here's the truth. While these challenges may not be our fault, they are ours to face, ours to overcome, ours to grow from. And when you take responsibility, not in blame but in power, something incredible happens. You begin to sense God's hands, not as something distant or unreachable, but as a force within you, pushing you forward, helping you conquer everything in your way. Not because you have to, not because you're obligated to struggle, but because in overcoming, you remember something, you discover something. You remember the power that God has placed within you, the strength, the resilience, the light that has always been there. But somewhere along the way, you were convinced otherwise. Maybe in childhood, maybe in a moment of failure, maybe in a time when you tried and fell short. Someone or something made you believe you were incapable, that you weren't strong enough, smart enough, good enough. And so you shrank. You hesitated. You started believing that life was just something that happened to you, rather than something you could shape. But that's going to change. Because God did not create you to be powerless. He did not place you on this earth to live at the mercy of your circumstances. He filled you with potential far greater than you've ever imagined. Think about this. Have you ever watched a child take their first steps? They stumble, they fall, but they don't stop trying. They don't question if they're meant to walk. They don't think, maybe this isn't for me. No, they try again and again and again, because something inside of them knows they were born to walk. Somewhere along the way, we forget that about ourselves. But God hasn't forgotten. And every challenge in your life, every hardship, every moment of doubt, it's not here to break you. It's here to awaken you, to remind you of what has always been inside you. But here's where it gets even more beautiful. You are not in this alone. God walks beside you, strengthening you, guiding you, whispering to you in the moments you feel weak. And if you pause, if you quiet the noise, you will hear him saying, "You are stronger than you know. You are capable of more than you believe. I have placed something mighty within you, and it is time to remember who you are." So let me ask you this. What have you been running from? What have you been telling yourself you cannot do? What challenge has been standing in your way, making you feel small? Because it's time to face it, not with fear, not with self-doubt, but with the quiet, unshakable confidence that you were made for more than this moment. Maybe right now you're thinking, "I don't feel strong. I don't feel capable." That's okay. Strength is not about feeling ready. Strength is about stepping forward even when you don't feel like you can. And the moment you do, that's when you'll begin to feel God's presence in a way you never have before. If this resonates with you, if something inside of you feels like it's waking up, leave a 777 in the comments. Let it be a sign to yourself, to the world, that you are stepping into the power that has always been yours. Now take a deep breath. You are about to remember who you are. Close your eyes for just a second. Picture the strongest version of yourself, the version God created you to be. Not the person weighed down by fear, not the one who second guesses every decision, not the one who plays small to avoid failure. No, I want you to see the real you, the one who rises, the one who overcomes, the one who walks forward even when the road is uncertain. Because that is the person you truly are. The world may have made you forget, but God never has. And I need you to understand something deeply. This strength, this courage, this resilience, it has always been in you. You weren't given a weak spirit. You weren't sent into this world unprepared. God placed within you everything you need to handle whatever life throws your way. But life has a way of covering that truth. Maybe it was a harsh word spoken over you when you were younger. Maybe it was a moment of failure that convinced you you weren't good enough. Maybe it was watching others succeed while you felt stuck, making you believe that some people are just meant for more, while you were left behind. All of that was a lie. You were never meant to stay in fear. You were never meant to live beneath your calling. You were created with purpose, with power, with the ability to stand in the middle of any storm and say, "I will not be shaken, because I am not walking alone." Yes, life is hard. Yes, there will be moments that test you. But hear me. Your difficulties are not here to destroy you. They are here to shape you, to pull something out of you that you never would have found in comfort. That's why taking responsibility for your life is not about blame. It's about taking back your power. It's about looking at your struggles, not as burdens, but as the very thing that will make you stronger than you ever imagined. And in those moments, when you feel like you can't do it, when you feel like it's all too much, that is when you will feel God's presence in a way you never have before. Because He is not just watching over you from a distance. He is beside you. He is within you. He is the strength in your bones, the breath in your lungs, the force that moves you forward when everything in you wants to give up. So, I ask you, what is one thing you've been avoiding? What challenge have you convinced yourself is too big? What dream have you pushed aside because you thought you weren't ready? What if you are ready? Not because you have everything figured out, not because you have all the answers, but because God has already placed inside you what you need to begin. Imagine how your life would change if you stopped waiting to feel ready and started trusting that you are already equipped. Imagine if you woke up tomorrow and said, "I will no longer live as if I am powerless. I will no longer allow fear to dictate my future. I will move forward in faith, knowing that every step I take, God is taking with me." This is where everything changes. The moment you stop believing in your limitations and start believing in the power God has given you, the world will no longer look the same. Doors will open, strength will rise, confidence will take the place of doubt. Because faith is not just about waiting for God to move. It's about realizing He has already moved. And now it's your turn to step forward. And when you do, you will look back on this moment and realize it wasn't the world that was holding you back. It wasn't God delaying your blessings. It was the belief that you were not capable. But you are. You have always been. And now you are ready to live like it. And as you move forward, remember this: God is not just guiding you. He is lifting you. He is strengthening you. He is revealing to you, day by day, exactly who you were always meant to be. And that person is unstoppable. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.